Good morning. Welcome to Jamboree Outdoors. This is our inaugural episode, first episode. My name's Joe. This is Amber. Come hiking with us. Let's go. So we're up here today, hiking on Monte Sano Mountain, Monte Sano State Park, Huntsville, Alabama. So we decided to start this channel. We've been hiking for a little while now. We got some big goals. We plan to bring you guys along with us on some hikes throughout the year. Well, we started hiking. We've been hiking for a while, but we started doing this, working up to these goals, probably the past 3 or 4 months. Started out hiking a couple miles here and there. Decided to work up the little longer trails. And some friends of ours suggested, hey, you should do the Grand Canyon. And you're like, whoa, we don't mean those kind of trails. We got thinking, maybe that would be a nice little bucket list activity to work up to, an adventure. So we unofficially set as a goal until recently when we actually booked our lodging for it. So now it's our official goal, Grand Canyon rim to rim. But before that, we have a goal, a couple months here. April, when it is? We're gonna do the Mammoth March. We figured it's a nice stepping stone to the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's gonna be different elevation, different climate, different state, a whole different set of circumstances. Mammoth March. Ooh, it's cold today, guys. Mammoth March is it's going to be in Alabama. It's a 20 miles and 8 hours kind of a hiking marathon. I feel like I'm winded already. That's not a good sign. When I start a hike, my body always fights me. It fights. It says no. Go back to bed. Always takes me a good 20 minutes to get into it. Feel the hiking high. But we've been hiking every week, every weekend since that suggestion was made. Trying to build up our mileage, build up our endurance, stamina, strength. Go a little further each time. North Plateau Loop, here we go. So, I think last week we hiked 12 miles, but we had to take it easy for a couple weeks because I had a chest injury. Somehow I ripped a muscle in my rib cage, my ribs. So had to let that heal for a couple weeks. So we've been doing light hiking, light walking. We walk at least 5 miles a day during the week, and then we usually try to hike around 10 miles or more on the weekends. So we are on top of Monte Sano Mountain. This is the parking area up in the state park. You gotta pay park fee to get here. But in front of me is an overlook. So to my left, that little peak is Logan Point, and to the right is it has a name, Golden Heights, I think is what they call it. So our trail is going to go down in that valley, up Logan Point, across that saddle to Golden Heights. And Golden Heights is where Stone Cuts is. We'll go through Stone Cuts and then back down, back up to this mountain again. So, beautiful view. Our home is down there somewhere, a few miles away. Let's go back to the trail. Monte Sano has a neat history. There used to be people living up here. It used to be a resort community in the 1800s. Here we go. This sign right here, when you look at a little space shuttle on the tree. For a while, this is part of the Scout Spacewalk Trail system. And originally, this Spacewalk Trail was built by the Boy Scouts in, I think, the 1960s. And it was built as a way to help the Scouts train for the Appalachian Trail. And it connected a series of mountain ranges in Huntsville to each other. So, connected Monte Sano to Huntsville Mountain to Blevins Gap and ended over at Green Mountain. Well, that trail system was disrupted in the 80s when developers discovered the natural treasures of the mountainsides, and the trail was cut up into pieces and parts of it were turned into expensive housing, expensive neighborhoods, closed off areas, private property. So the Scout Spacewalk Trail as it was no more. Later in the 80s, they tried to revive it by if people talking about this, I've discovered, trying to figure out where the shuttle came from, because in the 60s, there was no space shuttle. That was the Apollo time. Oh, that was a Saturn V. Space shuttle wasn't until the 80s, or even 70s, I think the 70s. So, the space shuttle came from when they tried to revive the Mountain Mist Trail. They rerouted it, just kept it on Monte Sano and Round Top Mountain, where Burke Museum is. Traveling on the North Plateau Loop. Remember? Down here we see this old closed off road. That is Bankhead Parkway. They closed it off in the 80s. Late 80s, early 90s maybe. Because of erosion. Parts of the road were getting eaten away by erosion. And if you walk that road, which you can walk the road, but you can see the parts that are eaten away, eroded away. Oh, there's a biker down there. He's huffing and puffing. So we've been hiking the Cold Springs Trail. As you can tell back there, we had a fork in the trail. We went right and went straight down on the Cold Springs Trail. And here we have our first feature of the day, Cold Springs. And that goes on down the mountain, all the way down into the valley. Past the cave I hear. Maybe we can find that kid today. Cold Springs Cave. It's flowing today. It's flowing today. We just had a nice rain last night. And it is freezing today. Big old cold front came through. Get my glove out of the way there. I found a way across the stream without getting my feet wet. Usually it's pretty dry. But it's wet today. Yeah, Cold Springs has a history. I'm not sure exactly what the history is, but it was part of Monte Sano's past source of water, obviously. And this is an old road. See the gravel down there. It's now a trail. Lots of old roads here that are now trails. Yeah, we got here this morning. Got out of the car and it was freezing. In fact, we even saw some flurries, snowflakes. It's been warm all week. 60s, near 70 all week long. And then last night, here got really windy, and it poured, and a cold front just rushed on in here. So it's cold today, but it's, see the sun peeking out now. That's good. Last time we came up here, last week, it was supposed to 90% chance of rain. So we were prepared for a rainy day. We brought our ponchos, ready to get wet, and it sprinkled off and on, but it didn't really downpour until the last mile of the trail. And by then, we were just ready to get to the car. Close up the car that we didn't worry about getting too wet. So we just pushed through it, wore ourselves out. The rain made us go fast. Hiking in the rain, pushing that last mile to the car. Well, there's lots of history here. Monte Sano, Mountain of Health. Back in the 1800s. See, I love history, but I just don't know the dates. I'm so bad at remembering dates. I know 1800s, 1900s, but I know that could span, that be 100 years in there. Anywhere in there, 100 years. So I don't know what day, it just 1800s. But people get sick down the valley because Hunter was on the bowl, surrounded by these Appalachian foothills all around us. And people get sick because I think Spanish flu was one of the things at the time. That was a big deal. Other sicknesses going around the valley. And people found out that when they get up in the mountain, out of the bowl, they tend to get well. So they nicknamed Monte Sano the Mountain of Health. And they built health spas up here. Go up and over this hill. Actually, neat little area up here. Yeah, I love climbing hills. Yippee. Don't we all love climbing hills? We'll have plenty of hills to climb today. I guarantee you that. You go around this bluff line. See, big bluff line. It's kind of pretty. As desolate as it is during the winter, it's still pretty. It's interesting. Geology. See all the layers of limestone. They say this place was under an ocean at one point of Earth's existence. Lots and lots of fossils up here. Lots of fossils. Nice little nook. So, I'm out of stories to tell at the moment, so I'm gonna put you guys back on hyper maps. We're gonna go down the tollgate trail to its end. Well, not to its end, almost to the parking lot, to the next parking lot. And then we'll take the dummy line trail back. Now, the dummy line trail, I'll give a brief history about that for a second. So, the dummy line, that's the nickname given to a railroad that doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it goes somewhere, but it doesn't go through. It goes somewhere and stops. That's the dummy line. And Monte Sano had a dummy line, had a railroad. I mentioned the history and the healing properties of the mountain, well, and the resorts. Well, that was back in the day when they had horse and carriage. And getting to the mountain wasn't very easy. So, an entrepreneur decided to build a railroad to the top of the mountain from the depot downtown. And there are parts of that line left. Of course, there's no rail; all those are long gone. But there's a trail that actually hikes along the route of the railroad, and you can see where it was cut out of the mountain, dug out. You can see old foundations from trestle stands, trestle columns. And the dummy line trail was built alongside where the road would have gone after you get to the end of the railroad bed trail. I don't exactly know where the railroad went after that. It either went somewhere through the woods that has no trail, or it took the route of the current Bankhead Parkway. I know once you get past the open portion of the parkway onto the closed portion of the parkway, I know it took the route of the closed portion of the parkway all the way up to Monte Sano State Park, where I then went up to the Monte Sano Hotel, which is also long gone. The only thing left of the hotel is an old chimney, which is in someone's front yard. They tore the hotel down in the 50s, 40s. So the dummy line trail was built by bikers, mountain bikers, as another trail to use. So you're going to see lots of bike-friendly stones, smooth stones, and bridges that have the little caging on top. Now this is very interesting. I didn't know this was here. I'm hiking on the dummy line trail for the past little while. Not sure much of that I cut up in editing, hopefully not too much. But just came across this. The cave. I don't know where it goes. I don't know what its name is. Well, I obviously don't know where it goes. It goes down. The question is, how far down does it go? This tree. Wow, it's a pit. It goes pretty good ways down. Put on this camera so I don't drop it. Less than you can hear dripping. It's a pit cave. Similar to natural well on the other side of the mountain. Wait. I wonder how deep it is. Everybody, this is Amber. This is my wife of 18 years. We just had our anniversary this week. 18 years and 3 days? So, hiking this trail, I'm pretty sure the railroad followed the road, or I guess vice versa. The road follows the railroad. Well, because this trail follows that road down there. I'm guessing that road was the railroad bed. Of course, that's mud. Look, it's another cave-like crevice. Little side note: North Alabama is full of caves. Madison County is full of caves. Huntsville, surrounding areas. The ground is very karst. It's Swiss cheese. The limestone. Look, it's another. I'm guessing it's another cave right there, over there. So many caves. I wonder if they're all connected. So we had to turn the camera off. Our battery died.
Is it recording?
It's recording. Hi. I am wife. So we had to turn the camera off. Sorry guys. We had to apparently it's a learning experience, and we're learning that our battery will last about 2 hours. So we are at the next trail. We came down from up there. Now we're in the closed portion of Bankhead Parkway. See the barriers, and that's where we're going to go. That way, but we're going to see if we can find Cold Springs Cave real quick. I hear it's down this trail. Let's see if we can find it together. Very curious to see if we can find it today. I saw someone post about it a couple weeks ago on Facebook, and I did not know it was there. But there are lots of caves up here. Like I said, Huntsville is full of caves. And down there, that big body of water, that creek, that's Cold Springs. It goes all the way down to the valley. I just hope this isn't too far down, because we gotta go back up this. Yeah, the trail is turning into a scramble. You can stay there if you want. Alright, I think we found it, folks. I think we found it. Oh! There's someone in there. Yep, this is definitely it. Oh, I hear water rushing. There's a waterfall in there. See how far down it is. Oh, this is neat. Grass is fogging it though. Huh, cool. And there's a waterfall back here somewhere. And a flashlight though. Alright. I'm not gonna export today, I don't have a flashlight. But that's cool. Yeah, there's a waterfall in there. Cold Springs Cave. That's bigger than I thought. Welcome back. We are on Golden Heights. We have been on the Mountain Mist Trail for a little while now. Look around, you see at the beginning of this video, at that overlook, we were on top of that mountain right there, looking where we are now on this mountain. So that is Logan Point, and over here where we are is Golden Heights, and we're at the entrance of Stonecuts Trail. It's interesting. It's a neat little geologic feature of the trail. It's always fun for people who haven't been here before to experience it. It's like you're caving, but you're not in a cave. You're through big, huge boulders. See these great big boulders on the top of this ridge here, and we're gonna go right through them. Yeah, Amber, would you go first? Because you're awesome. So you can demonstrate. I'm gonna demonstrate how to do this first part. First, there's always the hardest part right here. This tree. Can you go over or under? And we always opt for going over it. Although under is probably easier for kids and people who are skinnier, like Amber, but she chooses to go over it. I can't go under because I am not skinny. So we'll also squeeze through this little fat man squeeze there. Oh, yeah. All right, and we have begun Stonecuts. Nice little adventure. Grab on the rocks, hold on to things, straddle things. Oh, lean against things. Amber's gonna test her prowess. Oh, she's gonna use the butt method. All right. Butt method is always reliable. See how many times she uses the butt method today. She enjoys the butt method. Oh look, we got icicles. See, it is cold today. Proof that it's cold today. They're pretty. There we go. Kids would go into this. I go around this. More icicles on this side. And here we have our little cave-like section. This is such a neat trail going. Anyone ever in this area, Huntsville area, I strongly recommend coming to Monte Sano and hiking the Stonecuts Trail. Now what we did, since we're going for long mileage to get ready for our 20-mile hike in April, we went the super duper long way. You don't have to go that way. It was a much shorter trail to get here than what we did. You don't have to hike 4 hours to get here from the parking lot. You can probably get here in about 30 minutes. Or less even. There's a nice steep trail that goes straight down the mountain, right to it. another fat man squeeze. That would be me. And I am definitely getting squoze. More. Just such a neat place. If you have kids, kids love this stuff. And you know, the kids probably going on there to explore. I don't know how far it goes. This goes through rocks. That might come out the other side, might not. Kids would love to climb around this stuff. Yeah, that does come up the other side. Down there. Kids can test for squeezing ability through that one. I know I would have failed that test. Wind tunnel. You can tell how cold it is today because we've been hiking 4 hours and I still have on my coat and my hat and my gloves on still. Usually those come off within 20 minutes of the hike. But it's cold today. Oh. Careful, Amber. On those rocks. There you go. Amber's cute, isn't she's adorable. And we're getting out of it. It's not very long, but it is adventurous. Little steps. So learning with this new camera, I want to ask you guys a question. Any of you who are brave enough to have lasted this long in this video, do you like seeing the entire hike like I did for the first part of this video till my battery died, going on hyperlapse mode and just kind of zooming through the trails? Do you like that, or would you rather more of a highlight reel? You know, I do all the hiking, and you just see the cool parts like this right here. Let me know in the comments below. What would you like to see? We're building this channel together, and we're just, you know, we don't have our style yet. This is the first video we've ever done for Jamboree Outdoors. What would you like to see? What do you enjoy more? Do you like sitting back and grooving out to the cool tune, you know, to the music and flying down these trails, or would you rather me just skip to the fun stuff like this? Yeah, comment below, let me know. I'm very curious. You can help build my style. So we're out of it now. That was it. That was Stone Cuts, Monte Sano. So from here on out, we're gonna go down. Well, we're gonna go up top of the ridge first of all. Now, I'll take us down into the saddle and back to the side of the main mountain, Monte Sano. Then we'll get on Mountain Mist Trail, and we'll finish that trail, probably another 2 miles along the part I'm out of breath is whenever I climb I do that. And then big boy, I mean, when I say big, I mean fat. And climbs take me out of breath. I can do it, but I just need to rest after. Get my breath after I do it. Alright. On top of the ridge. And we survived Stone Cuts. Amber jumps ahead. Alright, we are back. We just had a nice little lunch break. Came from Came from that mountain over there. That was Golden Heights. Over to the left we have, over there we have Logan Point. Right there, I think. So we are on the Mountain Mist Trail. Here's Amber. We're gonna take this trail to its end. I think we got about, oh, look at here. We got about a mile and a half. Seeing the sign here. So we got a mile and a half to go on this trail. And then this trail ends at the South Plateau Loop, which we will then take around back to the parking lot. And if we got time left and we got miles we want to kill, we'll do some more loop around up top. So we just finished the Mountain Mist Trail. That's it right over there. We're now on the South Plateau Loop, the very southern tip of the South Plateau Loop. So to the left is the Plateau Trail, and to the right is the Plateau Trail. We're on a peninsula, and that way is Warpath Ridge Trail. And that is one of the steepest trails up here. If you want to get your climbing steps or climbing legs, that's the trail to do it on. So over here we have O'Shaughnessy Point. It's pretty. It's an overlook. Well, during the winter it's an overlook. During the summer it's just trees. Let's take a look at it, shall we? So, let's see if we can see anything. Come over here. Alright, so, yeah. Over there we have Round Top Mountain. Burt Museum is on top of the mountain. My band plays there every year. To the right of Round Top Mountain is the other side of Monte Sano Mountain. Monte Sano Mountain is a horseshoe-shaped mountain. And right in the middle of the horseshoe is McKay Hollow. There's a trail that goes down there. It's one of the hardest trails in the park. In fact, all the hardest trails in the park are in McKay Hollow. Over there to the left is, I believe, Huntsville Mountain. In between Huntsville Mountain and Round Top Mountain is Highway 431, which heads toward Hampton Cove and on towards Gunnersville. So we're gonna, now it's nice, usually probably about a mile and a half walk to the parking lot on the South Plateau Loop trail here. It's the trail we know the most. The trail we've been on the most. When we first started hiking these trails, we always hike this trail because it's easiest and it's the widest and it's the flattest, and it's a 2.5 mile loop. So I guess it's about a mile and a half to the car from here. So we have, so far today we've gone, Fitbit says 10 miles.
Strawberry says 9.45.
Strava says 9.45. Mine probably just says 9. And we've been going for 5.5 hours. So we're gonna hike this trail's end. And if we still have enough daylight left and still have enough feeling left in our feet, we're gonna hike the Fire Tower Trail and try to get over 12 miles today, maybe 13 to 14 miles if we can. This trail goes to what used to be the fire tower, hence the name Fire Tower Trail. Fire tower is long gone now. They got rid of that a couple years ago, I guess. 3, 4, 5 years ago. I guess they decided it was a liability, a hazard. So they sold it to the highest bidder, provided the person buying it take it away on their own expense. So all that's left of the fire tower is a building that houses communication transmitters, which we'll explore together if having a battery power left, and the four cut down posts for the fire tower. But here you see we're approaching some historical markers and some more stones. I assume these stones mark some kind of a gate. That's my guess. Yeah, you can see here. Marker on the right talks about James O'Shaughnessy's home, 1890 to March 1920s. 2-story Victorian house, 4 chimneys of gas lights, water lines, and indoor plumbing. O'Shaughnessy was a railroad developer. He owned the Huntsville Hotel, Huntsville Opera House, Hotel Monte Sano Railway, and Turnpike. Went to the Vanderbilts. Those are big names. Astor's, Jay Gould. Yeah. And over here, we have a marker about Robert Fearon's home. The residence built in 1835 by Colonel Robert and Eliza Fearon, later owned by O'Shaughnessy, born in 1890. 1.5-story house with Doric columns and 1 chimney. I don't know what a Doric column is. Candles for light and hand-carried water. Oh, they had to carry the water. Oh, they had to carry the water. There's a cistern over here we can look at. Outdoor toilets. So this one is older. This one's a little, not as fancy as O'Shaughnessy house. And over here, we have what I believe is a cistern. This hole in the ground with water, full of water, which is probably what they used to supply the water that they hand carried to the Fearon house. Another, what is this? Another indentation. I said that I didn't know it was here. See what it is. I wonder if that was a dried up cistern. And there's another one over here. I didn't know these things were here. What is this one? Oh, that's another cistern that has water in it. Yeah, this one is not dried up. So these are the wells. That was their water supply. You can see over there. There's some metal, piece of metal, some sort. And this, of course, little hut tells about what used to be here. Picture of the people. Robert Farron Sr. Robert Farron Jr., 15 years old. Ah, here's the man himself, James O'Shaughnessy. Oh, and right here there was a big gate with a big hut, guard shack. And I guess those two stones were what's left of this gate right here. And this road is the fire tower trail, which, wow, look at that. Was that O'Shaughnessy's house? Must have been, yeah. This is Robert Farron's house. Yeah, fascinating. These used to be up here. This used to be rich houses. All that's here now is a couple of cisterns and a bunch of trees. We are at the side of the old fire tower. All that's left is the transmission building. Oh, I can stick. You can see here. Fire tower is right here. You can see the foundations left that was attached to. Foundation. Give me the first square. The fire tower was right here. It was right here, right where we're standing. Yeah, they tore it down. It was up here forever. I think the last time it was used was to observe a shuttle passing over in the 80s sometime. And this is where the storage facility was. They housed equipment and stuff to maintain the area. That's gone too. Apparently the fire tower used to hold Motorola transmitters. This hut is open. You can go inside and see what's in there. There's still some things left. The old transmitter is still there. Oh, yeah, holes in the ceiling. Old Motorola. Fascinating. Screen voltage, antenna matching, grid tuning, plate tuning, antenna coupling, cushion, high voltage, meter, plate voltage, current plate, wires, old tubes. Whatever that was. Big old coaxial cable supposed to go out to the fire tower. power cable that applied with power. Yeah. No power anymore. It's cut. Lines have been cut. Connection severed. Oh, it's cold out here. Alright. So that's Fire Tower. We're gonna head back on that trail. Back to the South Plateau Loop. Head back to the car and call it a day. We've been hiking for, let's see, put this back on, this stand on here. 6 hours, Amber? Yep, 7 hours, 7 minutes. Fitbit says 13.06 miles. I'm sure Strava says 12 something.
There's a big old bell.
Yeah, we're about to get some electrolytes. We're getting big old what? What is that? What's
Is
on?
it recording still?
Yeah, it's recording still.
It's part of the
It's in our
stuff
drink.
that hadn't
So,
been mixed up.
we're gonna get a little snack, get a little
snack.
get some electrolytes in us. We've been hiking all day. Man, it's getting colder. Colder.
Oh, my hands are cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Alright. So we're going to go back to the car and we'll catch up with you guys there. The day is going to an end. Shadows are getting longer, darker. In fact, I don't even see the sun anymore. The sun is beyond the horizon. So we're on the South Plateau Loop. Almost to the car. It's peaceful out here. We just passed the ranger's house back there. He has a big hound dog in his backyard. It scared the crap out of us. He's like, it sounds like a hound at Baskerville. I'm like, whoa, it's so deep. Yeah, so you smell of wood fire smoke in the air from people's chimneys. We passed all the cabins. Well, a lot of neat cabins up here. Built, they're old. Built in 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps before they got called off to war. Yeah, Monte Sano State Park was basically built by the CCC. They're the ones who came in. The state got funding. No, the state got help from the federal government. People here lobbied to have it made into a state park after O'Shaughnessy and Farron passed on. Their houses were demolished, and people here started getting into enjoying the outdoors. I read about this the other day. A whole article about it. People started hiking, so they started building trails from the Monte Sano Hotel to all the neat little destinations around here. So a lot of these trails are very, very old. As far as they're still rocky. Then they were to lobby the federal government to help them out. So they sent in the Civilian Conservation Corps to come in here and do a lot of work. Built a lot of roads, cleared more trails, built all the cabins, all the shelters, bridges, made water systems to bring water from springs on the side of the mountain up here to use. Like this is a memorial garden over here. Memorial to the CCC, and then you help make this place what it is. Trail's coming to an end here. That's the parking lot up there ahead of us. Thank goodness, because my legs are tired. My feet are sore. I'm ready for a burrito. We were talking about that. We're gonna go to Bandito Burrito, get us some burritos for dinner. That sounds good. And some chips and cheese. Amber likes to dip a burrito in cheese dip. Sounds good. Maybe get some beans and rice. I like to get the grande burrito. She gets the combo burrito. I like everything in my burrito. Oh, so good there. The way they flavor it. Big dog. Pretty dog. Hello, good. Good. You guys doing?
Walking back to the cabin.
Nice.
Yep.
The cabins, are they do they have 2 rooms or are they one big room?
One big room.
One big
One
room.
big
and a
room.
Well, the
bathroom.
ones we're in, the stone ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've only stayed in the stone ones because they have 2 that you can have pets in.
Oh,
The other
okay.
ones that you can't have pets in, I don't know what they look like. So,
Alright.
cool though.
It's cool, yeah, let's stay in one. Yeah, stones have a bathroom. Yeah, historic cabins. Built by the CCC in the 30s. Yeah, so we've been going for 7 hours and 14 minutes. If it says 14 miles and 14.49 miles, so I guess it's about a 14-mile hike. I'm hoping to be longer, but it is what it is. But hey, we've made it to Phantom Ranch finally. Well, keep our hikes in perspective. When we go a long way, we feel like we've gone a long way, we just think, where would we be if we were in the Grand Canyon right now? Strava says 13.65, of course it does. So we still haven't gotten to Phantom Ranch yet. Well, we'll get there one of these days. We could. Try to get a couple more steps in, try to get up to 14 miles. CC Memorial Garden. This monument is pieced to honor all members of the Spring Conservation Corps who built and developed the original facilities of Monte Sano State Park, August 1935 through December 1940. There's all the members who were part of it. The rest over here. 60 members. Cool. What is our 15172? The back of the car. So we can get 14. So we're gonna go back to the car. We'll walk the parking lot until we get to 14 miles. But that's it. When we do, we look forward to getting in the car and turning the heater on. It's so cold out here. It's so cold out here. But we wish you all. Yeah. Once again, let me know in the comments below what you prefer. Do you like the highlight reel, or do you like the hyperlapse, or we just hike the whole trail and you're just there flying through with us? Let me know what you prefer, or if a mixture of the two like we did today. I'd love to hear your feedback. Help us shape this channel. So keep on hiking. We'll see you on the next hike.